Thank you, bro.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got Decatur's hottest sauce, Corey Davis. And underneath us both, man, we got OG. Welcome to Camp Terry, Chuck Little John. What's up, my dogs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's happening?
Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Camp riding. I think we got camp going on for all of our teams. We have our first NFL game on Thursday. NFL preseason game starts up this Thursday, man. So from this Thursday on out, we will have a football game all the way into the end of the season, man. So, fellas, how y'all feeling today?
Feeling good. A little warm, but other than that, doing pretty good.
Yeah. I'm with you in that boat, bro. It's warm out there today. I'm checking my AC in the house, like, man, why the thing ain't going down? What's up? It's hot, bro. It's hot. So, yeah. Hot sauce, hottest sauce, man. How you doing up there, bro?
Hey, man, I'm good, bro. Speaking of ACs, listen, y'all better make sure y'all stuff stay on because it's cheap or stay in good working condition because when you got to get new units.
They hit you in the head.
Yeah, I had to get 2 new units. You know.
Yeah. We talked to you about that. You remember that? we had a recommendation going forward.
Going forward. Yeah. So you know my AC is still out in the basement. It ain't came back on yet.
Oh, the part not back yet?
No, the part. So they came this weekend on Saturday morning, and tried to put the motor in, and got the wrong motor, Steve.
Wrong motor.
Yeah, I get me a port air condition, man. Y'all messing up.
For real. So he's coming back on Monday with the right motor, he said, to put it in, man. So yeah, we still without it downstairs. The one upstairs went out on Thursday. So Krista called me when I was at work. She's like, babe, the doggone AC ain't working upstairs. I was like, you lying. She's like, nope. Came in that bad boy. The thermostat was blank. So I was like, okay. She's like, it's probably just need batteries, man. So I changed the batteries out. No luck. I had to change the thermostat out, dog.
You changed it?
Yeah. I changed the thermostat out. You know, Mr.
How'd that work out?
Look, I didn't burn myself up. I didn't electrocute myself. I actually got a new one up there because they didn't sell the type one I had, thermostat I had. So I actually had to put a new one on and not just change the face out, man. So, but it worked out, man. It worked out.
That man handy.
Handy man. I felt good. Look, I felt so good. I was walking around the house like, man, what can I fix next, dog? I felt good. I felt good.
So
about
you didn't
that.
you didn't use YouTube or nothing.
Well, so what had happened was I got a homeboy who an AC guy. So I called him up and he was like, all right, man, let me tell you what to do. So he kind of walked me through it.
For the thermostat, the wall thermostat.
Well, the wall thermostat. So I had to take that one, the one I had up there, take that one down and take the wires out of it and then rewire it back to,
So it's only 4 wires, right?
5. Yeah, the
5.
ours had 5. Yeah, ours had. Well, let's 4 that go in, 5 is a ground that you don't mess with.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That man learned. So he said 5 to ground. Yeah.
Little stuff. So if y'all need y'all AC unit fixed, man, y'all can call me.
Hold on. You need your thermostat fixed, right?
Look,
Hey.
I think I can do an AC unit now. Look.
Hey, look. This is what I'm doing. 210.
210. 210, man. Look, I done paid my little $100. I'm still waiting for them to fix it, but I like it. I like 210.
Lord, let me tell you something. I wish I would have taken a page out of that 210 because I had 3 people come to the house, and every time they go, nobody go, yeah, we can fix that. Yeah, you need a new unit. Yeah, we need a new unit. So, you can't try to fix it. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead. What I did was I put the quote together for 2 new units. I said, can you look at it? My man didn't get dirty or nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, he stayed clean. He wasn't even trying. He wasn't even trying to fix it. Yeah.
You know how, because he came, I had to meet him over there, and I said, hey, man, just take your time. And by the time I came, to meet him to say, take your time, he go, oh, yeah, I'm going back to my truck, and I'll be emailing you a quote. I'm like, did you go? Did you look at, is it repairable? He said, yeah, you just need 2 new units. I was like,
Man, he made to tell me you looked at both units, dog. You looked at both of them in that little bit of time.
I had to replace both condensers and both furnace. Right now I'm in, and I was explaining this, man. Because honestly, I ain't meant to be nobody's landlord. And honestly, I'm trying to dress this pig up, which is my old home. Let me tell you something. Right now, me and my wife, we're both, $14,000 for the AC units. And right now, currently, I got the painters there. I'm at $6,500 with him. I can't afford to move. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I got to do all this just to get somebody to buy my house. But,
man, you got 21,000 in the hole.
They paint the whole house?
I need the whole house, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hurricane Austin, Aaron, and Aria, ain't no spot in that house that been walked on or been touched. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you move everything out, you can see how my kids, when they go down the stairs, they gotta touch the walls as they go. And I go, hey man, look at this. And then when you take everything out of that room, you go, what y'all done did? It's just you by yourself in your room, But look, I say that to say this here. You don't know what you have until you empty it out. You know what I'm saying?
He emptied it out.
Till you empty that out.
Chris moved in to his own little spot. And so he took some of his belongings, took some of our belongings to his house. That's in his room. So chair or desk or whatever it may be. So I go in there, just to check on the damage, man. We ain't been in the house long already. I was like, what is this? What happened? Look, Paul was like, I don't know. I ain't never seen that before.
Dang.
You the only one in here. So this with boys that are destructive, it don't go away, man. So yeah, it don't go away.
Hold on. And so let me tell you something, OG. So Galen looked firsthand at my 2 hurricanes that just had the bowling alley. I couldn't focus. Listen, let me tell you something. They were on the lane by themselves, right? And all of a sudden, my youngest son, he'll come over, he goes, hey, Dad, I need you to look at something. The ball was on 2 lanes over. And they were just sitting there. I go, how did you do that? He go, I don't know. He said, I rolled the ball and it jumped over there. And so the little mechanic guy kept coming over there. He go, they with me. They with me. And then, you know how they got the bumpers? He tore down one of the bumpers. I'm like, by yourself, how do you tear down the bumper? You know what I'm saying? And he go, I don't know. Every time. Then one time, me and Gabe, I tapped Gabe. I said, look, the ball was rolling backwards to him. And I said, how is the ball coming back? You know,
the arm.
He hit the arm.
That's the only thing that we can think of. And it rolled back to him. He had no time to come and tap me. And I go, Gary, look, the ball is coming back up the lane. Man.
Great times, man. Great times.
I couldn't focus. Had to watch my kids, boy.
Oh, yeah. Man.
So with that being said, it was a great time today. And happy birthday for tomorrow to his little guy, man, Aaron. Yeah, go ahead and tell him, Corey. Go ahead.
Hold on. So G come over there. He saw my oldest son. This is a true teen coming into his own. And he go, hey, man, he said, you remember me? And my son go, huh. And so I said, Austin, look at this man. And he go, okay. And I go, who do you see when you watch the show? When the show is on at the house and you watch it, he go, I don't know. And he go, and so then my youngest son comes over. He goes, hey, do you remember me? He go, are you the guy that has the star on his clothes and on his head? And G go, we're getting warm. You're getting warm. Then my daughter goes, I know him from somewhere on TV. Then we go back to my oldest son. Now, look, are you getting there? Are the hints getting there? He go, no, not really. Then it took my youngest to go. Then my youngest go. Then we go to a party with him. Okay, I give you that. That's not bad. But that 13-year-old, goodness gracious.
Look, and that don't wear out either, man. I got people that we actually played. My son played on a basketball team with, and I'm like, hey man, you see Joe over there? He's like, who's that? I was like, man, y'all was only on the same team for like the first 2 years of y'all playing basketball. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I don't remember him, dog.
Boy.
So, hey man, great way to start the show. Man, say what's up to everybody out there.
But you're right, my bad. But you're right.
My bad. You never said it.
Yeah, happy birthday to my 10-year-old who will be 11 tomorrow. Happy birthday for 11 times around the sun, Austin. Aaron. Aaron Davis, my youngest son. Happy birthday. He did well bowling yesterday too.
Yeah, happy birthday.
He did very well bowling. We might have something in him.
Look, G was looking at it. He go, hey man, he doing well. And I didn't realize kind of like he got the bumpers, and G was like, oh, he's doing okay. So I might have some. But happy birthday, Aaron. 11 times around the sun, many more to come.
Absolutely, man. Let's welcome our first client in the barbershop chair today was Rodney Littlejohn. He said, what's up, fellas? Our dog, James Littlejohn, my homeboy, Christianist podcast, Kamarie White, him and his wife. Make sure y'all check them out on the Christianist podcast on all your podcast platforms and YouTube every Tuesday. My dog, anybody else that may be out there, man, put your name in the chat. Y'all know this is an interactive show. What's up, everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch? Remember, when you come to the channel, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 2, season 6. Well, we got a great show for you all today. We got to talk about this NFL training camp that's going on right now. But I got a real hot topic.
Hey, before we jump in, there, I want to ask you and Corey a few quick questions before we jump into that.
Okay.
Hot questions too.
So, this is barbershop.
Okay, before we jump in, okay.
Barbershop.
Yeah. I love that. I love questions.
Yeah, focusing on sports, right? So, can y'all tell me what ESPN stands for?
Excellence in sports news. Wait a minute. Excellence.
Okay, you going in and out.
I'm going in and out. Who going in and out?
Maybe that's me.
I don't know.
It's him.
It's me. It's me going in and out. All right, go ahead. So, what does ESPN stand for?
Yeah.
Excellence in Sports Performance News.
That's a great
So
question.
Kamari said Entertainment Sports Programming Network.
There you go.
He
That's
cheated. He cheated.
Oh.
He cheated.
I was just about to say Entertainment Sports
He,
Programming Network.
okay. So these two I'm gonna tie together. What does NBC and ABC stand for?
National
NBC.
Broadcast Service.
Who?
National Broadcast Company.
NBC, National Broadcasting.
What's ABC?
American Band Company.
Why I gotta be banned? You gonna use broadcasting again? Banned?
Broadcast.
Yeah, banned.
Okay, so that's right. What
Okay.
about CBS?
CB broadcasting something. CBS. Continental Broadcasting Service.
Cool Broadcasting.
He said cool.
Broadcasting.
He said cool. Like Black Network. Cool Broadcasting.
Now, part of this I don't understand, but it actually stands for
Marty said Central.
Central.
Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh, it's owned by Columbia.
I don't know. And then y'all should know it is. Y'all should know Fox.
Federal Fox.
It doesn't tie into the name.
Fox.
It is. It's Fox Broadcasting System. It don't,
Oh,
the
you tripping.
acronyms don't tie into it.
Oh, he tripping. Like we said, y'all don't know this.
Yeah, I go have y'all
just
listening
Fox.
all night long. All right, let's go into the hot topics.
Oh man, before we do, man, let's give our wonderful sponsor of our very first segment a huge shout out. None other than Cooking Dad Drink Reviews.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, fellas, man, let's jump on in and we'll talk NFL training camp and get your takes from your team, what you've seen in the first week of training camp. And I do want to know, have your pads come on yet on your team as well? But let's start with you, Big Dog Corey, Decatur's hottest sauce. Tell me what the hot sauce going on in Flowery Branch right now.
So, you know, as a season ticket holder, I could have gone to the practices. Nevertheless, I do have access to watch, you know, the film practices that they put on the Atlanta Falcons website. Listen to me, man. I'm like the OG. My man in there throwing dimes. You know, they got a good chemistry going on. I don't know if this just for TV or this for, you know, the fans to see or whatever. But so far, Penix is all that we hope that he can be early on. You know what I mean? Okay. And I'll be straight with you. So what I end up watching kind of surprised me a little bit. He was going to Pitts a lot in practice. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find some chemistry, trying to get him going. And when they interviewed him, they said, we noticed that you were going to Pitts a lot. He said, well, honestly, the energy was focused on Pitts today to get, you know, I guess to get it established with that particular person, because him and Drake already have good chemistry. You know, him and that wide eye, he said, but we kept going to him to kind of get him there, to get that feeling going, to get him involved. He said, you're going to see a lot more of that. And I was actually pleasantly surprised, because honestly, I could dump Pitts off on the side of the road somewhere. At least I've been feeling. But right. I am pleasantly surprised with the training camp, you know, so far. You know what I mean? Everybody always is, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
Good. And so with Pitts, I know he was on the trade block in the off season, and this now with that chemistry being built, which he lacked chemistry with Kirk Cousins. He lacked chemistry with Matt Ryan as well, or not Matt Ryan, but
Matt Ryan was his first.
Yeah. Matt Ryan. Okay, it was Matt Ryan. Taylor Heineke as well. All of them. He lacked continuity and chemistry with them, but it seems like they're building that right now, early on in camp, which is needed because he's a number one pick in y'all for you all 4 or 5 years ago, and he's predicted to be a major part for y'all offense, man. Yeah. What would that do for your offense if he is involved in y'all's offense, man?
I think you are right when you say it's time, that because it's been the continuity has changed 4 times in quarterback play. Like you said, first time, his best season was Matt Ryan's last season. And then you had a plethora of quarterbacks come through there. Ritter, what's your man name? We had Heineke. We had what's the guy name that just won with? No, before Kurt. Remember he was throwing it. He threw them a bunch of interceptions. He was upside down. Went to Oregon.
Mariota.
We had Mariota. I mean, this guy has been through a plethora of quarterbacks, and this season here, I think the offensive coordinator and Coach Rod, they've come up with, look, let's start early. Let's build some chemistry with this guy, because you're right. At first, I thought it was going to have a Kirk Cousins Pitts trade-off. Take these two, somebody else can have them. But let's start it off right. Let's build some chemistry here, because honestly, this the guy's last season. Not saying, well, to see if he can get another contract somewhere, but let's start early. So, yes, I agree with you there. The continuity has not been the same. There has been no continuity because he's had a different QB every season, and then some 2, The last 2 seasons, he's had 2. Before then, when we had Ritter and Heineke, and we had before that, like I said, he's had numerous guys. So I respect the fact that the OC and Coach Rod have said, listen, let's get it out early. Let's try to build some chemistry early with the guys. So let's hope that it works, bro.
Let's go. Good. All right, so we're focusing on chemistry with Corey's team right there, OG. And we talked a little bit about your team and their chemistry of not having their number one receiver in camp. But there's good news now coming out of Washington, where your guy, as your name says, welcome to camp, Terry. He's back in, man. How is that going to be with him being in the building now? He's not holding out; he's holding in. So, but what does that do for your team, though, OG?
I mean, it gives them. I guess I would say that he's a man of man. He made the first move by coming to camp. Mm. So now he's basically saying, I made this move, even though he's on the pup list. The ball's in y'all court now. So Washington needs to do what they need to do. They know they need to go out there and sign this man. He was Jaden Daniels' number 1 target. But now we got Debo and we got this kid. I sent y'all that clip for Jaden Lane, who just happens to be from South Carolina.
That was this year?
Yeah, he a rookie.
He caught over 2 defenders? Okay.
He a rookie, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and of course, my quarterback, they issuing them dimes like he go do. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I know when he walked on the field, the fans were really excited to see him out there. Everybody started chanting his name and everything. So, there's hope out there. They go ahead and get this deal signed and get him in camp and get ready for this season. Got big things coming in Washington. Big things coming in Washington.
And they say it's easier to negotiate when you're there than it is when you're away and not able to talk face to face. Seems like they get more done when you're face to face, man. So, Corey,
I got it on good authority that somebody said McLaurin. He took a page out of Jimmy Butler's book. Remember when he came to practice and he practiced with the third string and said, I'm that dude. I'm him. Somebody said, listen, go to practice, show them who you are.
Yeah, show them what they're missing.
Show them what they're missing. You know what I mean? Let's hope.
With
that
that,
being said, and I know before you say yours, listen, when I watched that dude's form, I watched that throw from that clip that OG saw. I mean, this dude is the real deal, G. You've been dogging it the past couple of shows.
Yeah, he don't give him no props.
You listen. What did you feel when you saw that clip going into your segment? How did you feel about this guy? You're gonna have to see 2 times this year,
right?
When you saw that clip,
the first thing I noticed, and not is that they weren't in pants. So this was the underwear Olympics right here. And so when you're not playing in pads, you're not really allowed to touch the receivers. You're not really allowed to, put your hands on them. They just let you kind of run. It was a heck of a throw, though. Heck of a catch by the young man as well. So I'm not taking anything away from that. But that's all. That's what I noticed. I mean, you should do those things when there is no, real physicality allowed to be played at the time. So I like the throw, man. It was like he said, it was a dime. It was a dime that he threw. And the reason I say that Jaden Daniels is not going to have the same type of season that he had last year is because the sophomore slump is real. Those are real stats. Those are real things that happen.
Why are you saying that?
It happens to every quarterback. It happens because
you can't say every because you don't have no stats to justify that.
I didn't look up any stats to justify it, but I can, and I'll bring it to the show on Wednesday.
Let's do that.
I'll do that for you all. But because when you come out, there's not film on you. They don't know your strong suits, what you do bad, what you do strong, what you're weak at, what you're strong at. The defensive coordinators, they don't know that. So that first year, they're just trying to figure you out. And that second year, they figure out what you do wrong, what you don't like, what you do like, and then they take advantage of those things. That's why the third year is always, most of the time, is the best year for a quarterback because now they adjust to what the defense have done, and then they've seen it all. So
go ahead. I got to rebuttal to what you're saying. Okay. Go ahead. I'm waiting you to finish.
So he will have a decent season probably, but he won't have the season that he had last year.
Okay,
because of that.
Okay, so you made a statement that you made a statement that they don't really know him, they don't have film, they don't have whatever. But when you play 17 games and you go to the playoffs, you got film.
Oh, absolutely.
And they went to the playoffs, they went to Tampa Bay and went to Detroit. Mm-hmm. And won.
There, in a week's period, there's not much you can do when you're preparing for games. Like you can do a little bit, but you can't lock in to players during the week like that. Like you can go and you can put up. You can't add in new stuff. You're not doing that. All you're doing is, all right, this is what we can try to do to contain them right now.
Who was the number one seed in the NFC?
The Detroit Lions.
So I mean they had an extra week off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. Because you said you can't do it in a week.
Right. They had 2 weeks. They failed. They failed miserably. And that's why they went home.
Hey, one other thing I want to say before we go to your team, G, right quick.
Uh-huh.
I see this little clip right here. It says, Commanders bounce back to D.C. Council green lights a $3.7 billion stadium deal. Full vote set for August the 1st.
No, that's right.
Get Trump out of it. Yeah, I love it. That's big news.
So, G, you telling me that teams like the Cowboys have figured out or will have Jaden Daniels figured out coming into this season?
We will make it very difficult on Jaden Daniels to be successful when he plays against our team. I know that. And you would probably see that in other games as well.
Yeah. Last question for you, G.
Yeah.
Rank the quarterbacks in the NFC East right now.
Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and Russell Wilson.
Okay. Y'all heard it here, fellas. Y'all heard it here. You know, so
Dak Prescott going for MVP this year. Period.
Oh Lord, how many times have we heard this?
And let me say this. People give Cowboy fans a hard time, and they super critical about Cowboys saying Super Bowl or anybody in the organization playing Super Bowl. And I'm reading a lot of Twitter. I've been on Twitter a lot this week, man, because this has been opening training week, NFL training camp. And all the fans that I've seen out there have been super high on their teams and them going to the Super Bowl as well. Like, it's not just Cowboy fans that say, hey, man, this team can make it, dog. I even saw a Saints fan after watching some of his training camp talk about, man, look, we may have a chance to go to the Super Bowl with the way we're looking. Because guess what? That's what you play the game for. You play the game to go to the Super Bowl every year. Every year, at the beginning of the year, your team, your ownership, your coaches, they are planning for a Super Bowl run, not for a regular season win, not for 6 wins, not for 8 wins. They want to go to the Super Bowl. That's the reason they do this. That's the reason they coach. That's the reason they own it. They want to win the whole thing. But
okay,
it seems like when the Cowboys say it, it's like, well, why y'all saying that? Y'all do it all
because
the
y'all
time.
say it every year.
You say it every year. It's a different year. You plan to go to the Super Bowl every year. You don't not plan to go to the Super Bowl.
But you know, I'll defend you because Bobby had gave you some credit for that. He said, I wish that we had that same mentality, but it can be a bit annoying sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Corey, don't put it lightly, Corey. It's not that it can be, it is. don't lighten it. Just go ahead, just call a spade a spade.
I wish I could kind of do it, OG. I can never do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always light on it because I'm always wishing for a division, win. But I don't even know if I have that kind of confidence that I can say, it's Super Bowl year, And I know G is always, like you said, he's always in. I guess I'm ashamed to say that I don't have that type of pedigree team, and G does.
But the thing is, people can go out there and say that, but that's all well and good. And I say this every year when he say it.
Mm-hmm.
It all look good on paper, but when you strap them up on Sunday and have to go out there and get on that field, then we got a different subject. So,
and like I'm saying, right now, everybody is feeling the same way about their team. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's feeling very confident about their team and how they're looking. That is the normal thing. That is what people do. A
lot of fans say their team gonna have a great season. A lot of fans don't go out there and say automatically right off the bat for the season to start, their team go win the Super Bowl.
Kamaria just told me his team was going to the Super Bowl yesterday.
And then a lot of people have to go back and eat crow every year because they say that.
But so
OG,
you don't think your fan base is saying that the Commanders are going to the Super Bowl?
Maybe some of them are, but I'm not gonna go on the limb right now at the beginning of the season and say my team going to the Super Bowl. So, you don't know what's gonna happen during the season.
But I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but we have aspirations of going to the Super Bowl. That is our goal.
I have high aspirations.
That's what everybody is saying, OG.
But I'm not saying I'm gonna win the Super Bowl.
We're not either.
You just said it.
I didn't say we was gonna win the Super Bowl.
You say you're going.
I said we want to go to the Super Bowl. That's what we want to go.
Now you want to go to the Super Bowl.
That's what I said.
Now wait a minute, G. You just gave the example that the New Orleans Saints fans say they was going to the Super Bowl as an example.
Uh-huh.
And that was based on the conversation you were saying that your team going to the Super Bowl. You didn't say that.
I'm saying that everybody right now feels like their team can go to the Super Bowl with the way they're looking. That's what I said, right? Everybody has these high hopes
But
is
you
he
can't speak
prepared
for
this season?
you can't speak for everybody.
No, and I can't speak for everybody, but like I said, I was on Twitter a lot this week, and a lot of fans were out there saying, "Man, where my team is looking, we can compete for the Super Bowl."
So are the New York Giants saying we can compete for the Super Bowl?
Ask their fans and tell and ask
But-
their fans and they talk about how many dots Russell Wilson is throwing out there and how unguardable their receiver is, and then how Scatterboo, the guy that just picked up the running back, is going to be a problem. Him and Tracy together are going to be a problem.
I saw where the duo got hurt today,
Yeah.
didn't
Abdul Carter.
I saw where they said the Giants duo receivers got hurt today.
Oh, did it? I didn't see that. But then they were talking about Abdul Carter is the next doggone Lawrence Taylor over there. Like, their fan base is definitely talking about how great their season is going to be, how they're going to surprise everybody. You know, I ain't gonna lie and say I saw somebody say Super Bowl, but their expectations are not 3-14 like it was last year. So right now, this is what everybody is doing.
Okay. Well, with that being said, tell us what the Cowboy fans are saying about your training camp.
Sign Michael Parsons. Sign Michael Parsons. Sign Michael Parsons. So there's a whole bunch of yelling of that going on. But besides that, the dynamic duos, what they're calling them, between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, that chemistry is gelling, is growing daily, man, and looking very, very promising.
Tell me about that scuffle that I saw.
That scuffle that you saw was a two players competing, and what it was, one player was getting a little too physical because we didn't have pads on. We're not supposed to be getting, that physical, which they didn't like. So, hey man, don't put your hands on me like that, dog. We don't have no pads on. And so they got into a little tussle, man, which is competitive spirit on the football field. That's expected.
That's not a bad sign.
Oh no. If you've been on a team before and you've battled with your teammates before, that's part of the game, man. If you ain't battling with your teammates, then y'all not sharpening each other's iron. Y'all not sharpening each other. What are y'all doing out there? If y'all not going at it,
sharpens iron. Okay.
Sharpens iron, bro. So my boys are doing that, man. So I like what we're doing. I like the intensity of our practices, the tempo. We picked up our tempo. I think last year we had an issue with tempo, and we had an issue with we were stagnant on offense. We didn't get a lot of movement on offense. What I'm seeing now with our new head coach is a lot of movement on offense. So we're doing a lot of movement out the backfield. We're doing a lot of motions, into a route. So I like that. I like what we're doing. Multiple sets where everybody's just not on the same side. I've seen a couple times where but Lamb has crossed the field over and got on the same side with your boy Pickens. And I don't know what you do with Pickens and him on the same side. So it's going to be fun, man. This is going to be a lot of fun this season. My defense is running rapid out there, man. That front seven without Michael Parsons, because he hasn't been out there yet. He's doing a hold in as well, waiting for his contract. And the young buck, Donovan Ezeraku, that's somebody I ought to keep an eye on. I predict him to be defensive rookie of the year.
So answer me a question. I think I sent a clip to y'all, and I don't, just to clear some things up here. There was looks like they were playing around. They had some cowboy, horsey, like horseplay or whatever. And I saw a clip where it said Mike McCarthy wouldn't have allowed this type of horseplay or whatever. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I guess with what the Cowboys are doing right now.
I love that because they're keeping and that was just warm-ups. So they were just warming their legs up, going through the little bags, running through the bags. That's all that was. That wasn't even the beginning of. That wasn't even actually practice yet. They were just doing the warm-up process, and but you saw how energized and energetic that was. The players loved it. The coaching staff was involved in it as well, and the coaching staff actually they have something that they do in the beginning of practice, and they do different things like they did. Like in college, you have the mascot on top of a cardboard or whatever. He's doing push-ups or whatever like that on the cardboard. They did one of those things. So every day they do something different to keep it entertaining for not just the players but the coaches as well, man.
So like this kind of college horseplay?
I love the college atmosphere. You call it horseplay, I call it the atmosphere and chemistry of team building. And I love it, man. I love it. The players seem to react well to it. Now, will it lead to wins? I don't know. But right now, the players are all in on what they're doing. So that's my point right there. If this type of coaching style, if it doesn't lead to wins, but right now you say you're all into it. But if this type of horseplay, because like I said, everybody like, what the Cowboys doing? And honestly, not in a bad way, but I sent it to the group like, what is this? Because we don't necessarily see this out the boys. You playing around. Now, right.
What if this comes back to bite you and Jaden Daniels and crew come through, then they're gonna go back to this clip. But y'all were horse playing around when this dude was throwing dimes at practice.
Right.
So you're okay with this for right now, though?
I'm okay with that. That wasn't practice. That was just a warm-up. Okay, so I'm okay with that. They were okay. All right. I can show clips of them practicing that shows dimes and all that stuff as well, but we don't need to show all that. Everybody knows what's going on right now. I know they want to show, they want to try to make a mockery of what the Cowboys are doing, but
because it's new. This is new. We don't see that out y'all. We don't see that.
Yeah. I mean, and that whoever put that out there, they was trying to make a mockery. They were trying to make fun of it. That's all. That's why they put it out there. They cut it off right there until they didn't want to play the rest of it all because that's what brings the attention. That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
all right, man.
Good. You made a statement about y'all being that Pickens and CeeDee Lamb gelling in practice with Dak. I'm not gonna discount the fact like you try to discount the fact that they're not in pass. I'm not gonna discount like you try to discount with my man. So let's move on. I just want to make that statement.
I thought he was asking. He just said, "I ain't gonna discount that." All right, okay, all right.
I didn't discount yours. I said it was a dime. I said it.
But you also said before that. You also made a statement before that where they're not in pads. You made an emphasis on that.
He asked me what I noticed about it. And I said I just don't think
not in pads either.
It's like saying it's a pretty car, but it's still a Ford,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he's trying to do. But that's cool. Huh? That's cool. That's what he do, y'all. That's what he do.
If iron sharpens iron, what does two scrubs fighting do? Make them stronger, dog. Make them stronger.
Not scrubs, huh?
Yeah, make them stronger. I mean, you put two people together, they gonna get better.
Yeah. Or somebody gonna get frustrated because they keep getting caught on. Yeah.
Somebody gonna get better, man. So it's still sharper. They're not out here, playing paper straws over there like they're doing in Miami. All right. So, in our second segment, we will stay in the NFL and we will talk. Is it okay, right or wrong, for an NFL player to sell comp tickets?
Everybody's responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you once again, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our second segment. And we will have another sponsor added into the show next week, probably. Mr. Albert Jameson will be back, man. So welcome back to the family, Albert Jameson, my man. All right, so fellas, the NFL is finding more than 100 players for selling Super Bowl tickets for above face value, and 24 club employees are in this too. All right. Is it right or wrong for an NFL player or employee of a club to sell the comp tickets for above face value? Let's start with you this time, OG.
Oh, I think it's wrong. Because, I mean, the reason I say that is you get these as comp. You in the NFL. Why you got to sell them above face value? What's the need? And then two, what I saw was now that they have done this, they won't get tickets for the next 2 Super Bowls. Even if their team go, they'll be allowed to buy tickets, which I hope somebody try to sell them to them above face value. But why would you want to go out and try to sell tickets and rip off NFL fans that's supporting you all during the season to help pay your salary and scalp these tickets above face value? There's no need for that. You're getting paid an NFL salary. If you're not managing that like you should, then shame on you. But now you go try to take advantage of fans that want to go see a once in a lifetime Super Bowl, and you go try to jack these prices up like that. No, I don't agree with it. I don't like it.
Okay, that's how the
sauce. What if I'm one of the guys that don't make the same type of money that you do, and
what's the average salary in the NFL?
I'm saying, what if I'm on the practice squad? Because the practice squad get the same comp tickets too. You know, what if I'm low on that totem pole? What if I don't get the kind of money you get as a practice guy? I mean, my team has just made it to the Super Bowl. You know, I've contributed to it, but I'm not making the type of bread you making. And you give me two comp tickets, I can't make no bread off of it.
I tell you what, you won't make no more.
I see that now, but I'm just saying I'm not entitled to say, listen, I can use. I think they were saying that some of them tickets were going as much as 200 stacks. You know what I mean? I can't.
But what would be the normal price of that ticket you're trying to sell?
Probably $10. No, I ain't saying no $10, but I mean probably lower. But this is
it's still gonna be substantial. The average price of a Super Bowl ticket I know is well over thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but hey man, where is this seat at? Hey man, it's behind the Eagles. This is where I'm gonna be at, but I ain't gonna go. But I'll sell them to you for 100 stacks. You know.
But like I say, you doing this to the fan, even though you're on the practice squad, that fan is still going to see games that's helping pay for your salary.
And then it's okay. I guess because I was about to say, how did they find out? But if you in the player section and I go, what's your name? You know, if I'm on the practice squad and I go, what's your name? My name Galen. What are you doing here? You know, Corey showed me a ticket. Where is he? You know, or how much you selling for? And then that person gonna go back and tell it's terrible, but. I'm just saying, I figured if I'm on the team, I've contributed, but I ain't going to the game. I'd rather watch it on TV. I'm having a Super Bowl party at my house, you know.
But chances are all 100 now in the practice squads.
You can't be mad at me though, because I done, you know. Well, okay. Let me ask you this: what if I'm sitting there talking to both of y'all, and you go, shoot, I give you 50, and then you go, I give you 100. Oh, hey, let the business start. Ooh.
But see, I don't think if that much over the cost is gonna raise the red flag like this had. These had to be substantially over the face value for it to raise the red flag that it's raising right now.
Right. Now I'll say this here too. As a season ticket holder, I sell my tickets every now and then, depending on what game it is, you know, but. You got that right to do so. I know what I paid for them.
But you're not in the NFL.
Huh?
You're not in the NFL.
You're not NFL, and you are not in the NFL. And guess what? You paid for your tickets.
Yeah,
But
you paid for yours. They didn't pay. They just comp. They ain't paid that.
They ain't paid nothing. So they didn't got these tickets for free from their employer, and then they started selling them to the fans.
I still say I should be able to do whatever. You gave them to me. You gave them to me.
But I think they said by law. Didn't they say some kind of CBA agreement that they can't do that?
They can't do it.
That's why they're in trouble.
The CBA prohibits league or club employees, including players, from selling NFL game tickets acquired from their employer. But it does say above face value.
So
they can sell them at face value.
Oh, okay. And they can give them away too, though, right?
They can give them away as well. They can give them away as well. And
So,
this is what I don't understand. Why wouldn't you give them away? You have plenty of friends that want to go to the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute. Hold on. G, is this just for the Super Bowl? Is it for any game or
this for any game? Any game. That's the rule for any game. But they did it for the Super Bowl. Super Bowl tickets last year were going ranging from $2,800 to $10,000.
Yeah.
So they hiked up, and their tickets were probably maybe $5,000. Let's just put it in the middle, $5,000, maybe. So
let's check and see for a second.
So while you checking that out, Corey, so I'm gonna use your example back on you. So here you are on the practice squad. You should know the CBA agreement. You're on the practice squad, so you could be gone tomorrow. But yet, you're gonna take a chance out there and go out there and sell your ticket, breaking the CBA rules. That puts you more at risk for being gone.
Yeah. So Galen is right. They went between 5 and 9 for the average going price. 10 is more, but then they had some seats that went high in terms of they roughly 33% higher than the average ticket cost. But
that was what they did.
Yeah. So they went 33%.
So you good with that?
I thought that I would be able to do what I want if it was given to me. Now I know it's kind of rude to do so if somebody gave you something for free and you try to profit off of it. But this is the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't agree with it, but if I'm supposed to be up on my rules, then yes, I'll be guilty of it. But
let's say it wasn't a rule though. Because me, I feel morally that is wrong.
Morally, okay.
Yeah. So for me,
so put the shoe on the other foot, Corey.
Yeah.
So suppose somebody came to you. You really want to go to the Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
and this player come to you. You offer them that. They say, "No, we go triple that." But if you want these seats.
See, I probably go, you kiss my head, but but
your team is there now. Your team there.
Yeah. Now, if I paid for him, I'd be like, hey, it's worth it. But that's his tickets. I don't know the rules. You wanna up the ante. This is the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? I've been on both sides of the spectrum because let's say from my experience with the tickets, I've given tickets away. Then I've also sold tickets. You know what I mean? I remember I almost thought about not going to the Cowboys game because I literally could have tripled my money for that one game. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had Cowboy fans out there that wanted to go.
But let me ask you this though: by you tripling your money for that one game, is that because you're a season ticket holder, and because the Cowboys came to town, the tickets went up that high?
Yes.
Okay, so that's to me. That's not doing what they did.
Okay,
because
so I was gouging.
They had to pay that much.
Yeah, I was just gouging.
No, you weren't gouging. What I'm saying is, you bought your ticket. You bought season tickets.
Yeah.
Right. So at that point in time, your tickets cost this amount.
Right.
But because the Cowboys are coming to town, tickets always have a tendency to go way up for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyway,
You know why? You know why?
So what I'm saying is because those tickets went up and went above what you paid your normal price for, that's not, to me, that's not gouging. Because the actual price of the ticket went up. You went on Ticketmaster, that's what you're going to have to pay.
But no, because everybody is raising their ticket. So the ticket price is still the same. It's just that everybody is price gouging when the Cowboys go.
Right, but I'm saying, but the I don't know, whoever in charge of the stadium raises those prices up. Like
no.
For instance, let me give you an example. So the same seat for when the Carolina Panthers come to town, that same seat when the Cowboys come to town is not the same price, but you sitting in the same seat.
You sit in the same seat, right?
Exactly.
So it's the person who owns that seat is making the price go up. That's what we're saying. It's not Ticketmaster. It's the person that owns the seat. So that's so Ticketmaster, all they're doing is selling other people's seats for them. That's you just using them as a what's it called? Like Game Time, they just send their stuff to Game Time where they don't have to deal with it, and they'll sell it for them. So these are actually somebody's seats, but you set the price. Just like if we want to sell our tickets to the game, we set the price of what we wanted at.
Yeah.
You know, and then we can go below price, we can go above price. It's up to us. So yeah.
So the problem that we're having right now is in this example, if my boss gave me some tickets and he go, listen, you can, you know, because you're an employee here, you know, you can sell them for face value, but you can't make a profit off of this ticket. And then then if you do, you know, make a profit, you can't triple the amount. You can only get what the face value of the ticket is worth. Is that what we're saying here with this Super Bowl ticket?
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
So if that ticket was averaging about, like you said, let's say you're going with $9,000 to $10,000, that's the max I could probably do for this ticket is $10,000. I can't get 50. Is what you're saying.
Right. So
even if I got guys that, hey man, I'll buy it. You know, I can only take 10. So that means I gotta pick one of y'all, and I can only take 10,000 from you. You want to pay me 50? You know, you want to pay me an exuberant amount or 33% higher than the $10,000. I can only take 10. That's what you're telling me.
You can say, well, I go ahead and sell for 50, but I'm gonna need to look for another job come Monday.
God damn it.
So I hope that 50 hold you over till you find another job.
Yeah. So it's like this. It's like, for example, we do a golf tournament, right? Which we haven't done this year, but OG received some really, really good tickets to the BMW Classic golf tournament. That's like OG getting those free tickets and then selling them outside of.
I get it, and that's what I'm saying. You said the BMW. This is. Hey man, you can make some money over there.
You can make some money.
Not me.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Not me. But me. So I think morally, man, like even now, it's kind of hard for us to sell our tickets. Like we man, just give somebody a ticket. They may not have an opportunity to go to a football game. Give somebody a chance to go. And for these NFL players and employees of a club team to sell them and then sell them at a higher rate, I think that in itself is immoral. I think you can't be a good person, dog, if you have that much greed inside you, man.
I think it's greed.
Oh, it's definitely greed.
What is it?
So you didn't pay for the tickets. So instead of just going to get face value for them, where you didn't pay, it wasn't. If it's 10,000, you didn't pay 10,000 for them, so you got $10,000 that you didn't pay for. You didn't need anyway. You didn't have anyway. You decided to go above that $10,000 that you didn't spend for it, and then get 27,000 for it, or 30,000 for it, or whatever it may be.
why I gotta be greed though? And yes, Kamari Lou Young, he did. I think he lost his scholarship behind selling comp tickets for Georgia for the Georgia Tech. You know what I mean? I think he lost his scholarship for that. But at the same time, you know, they get 2 tickets. I think he said they got 2 home tickets, and he left them at the wheel call. And then you know the girl was drunk, and then she said some other stuff. But yes, he got caught with it too. But OG, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay, okay. But yeah, it's I ain't gonna call it greedy, but you don't know what the circumstances was. If somebody else was there that had flashy money and decided to give you, hey, I give you a dub, I give you 20,000. You know what happens in those situations where you know you ain't thinking about the rules, but like I said, you have to sit there and go, hold on a second, I can only take 10,000. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that it's. In my case, I'll be like, I'm not trying to be greedy. I had an opportunity to get 50.
But that's 10,000 more than what you had.
You sound like him. I heard that. I guess what would have to happen in that case, you'll have to get your agent on the phone. Hey man, can I say it even though? No. Oh, I guess you have to know the rules at the time, but goodness gracious, I think it's unfair, but I guess I get it. Yeah. TCY family, tell me this real. I know y'all on you know, I know it's hot over there. Y'all talking about it. Am I wrong? Just tell me if am I greedy? Am I wrong? Am I stupid? Tell me a person like me, because we see it's gonna happen. Like I said, obviously it's happened already. And I'm pretty sure it's happened in the past without somebody, you know, I'll take it one person squeal on you. Am I wrong would I be wrong for taking the chance? Like I said, I hope that I won't be out of a job, but like in OG's case, he was saying this person is not going to get a ticket for the next 2 seasons. Hopefully, if he's on a Super Bowl winning team, but
yeah,
you know,
and they get fined. So
they get fined too.
Yeah, they get fined too. You get fined. The players are getting fined 1.5 times the price of the face value of the ticket. So
okay, now I get it.
The employee of the club team, he's getting fined 2 times the face value.
Hold on, y'all. Wait to stop the presses.
Welcome on, NFL.
Crystal just said, I don't think that's wrong. Do
Whoa.
y'all hear Big Sis? Do y'all hear Big Sis?
Okay,
wait a minute.
So you want to pay the fine then Corey?
Well, what I'm saying is, hold on. I got
Hold on. I gotta hear this. Wait, I'm sorry. I am shocked that my wife does not think this is wrong.
Wait a minute. We literally don't even try to sell out. You give them away.
We
right?
give them away, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, babe. They are overpricing their tickets. So they got these free tickets, and then they sold them for 33% more than what
the face
value was on it.
Oh, wait a minute. She said it's definitely agreed. So hold on. She may not be.
Okay. Christian podcast says, Corey, you will be judged.
Hey, look, I got excited. Wait a minute. It's definitely greed. But look, she don't think it's wrong, but it's greed. I take half.
I'll take half of that. Babe, do you think it's wrong? You don't think it's wrong? But she does think it's greed. Wow, okay. It's definitely. So she thinks, I guess she believes like you, like those are her tickets. Those are my tickets.
Yeah, but it's still greedy.
What I want with tickets.
Look what James Lou John saying.
I told y'all my cousin sold those tickets. What you say? I gave it to my cousin. He sold them.
Yeah. Hey, that might be a way out.
but you know what's crazy? I got cousins that would do that to me. I would give them like a Falcons. Hey man, you be like, hey, did you go? Oh, I let my homeboy get him. I know what happened. You know,
or she not on your side no more.
What'd
she say?
She said definitely agreed.
That's what I was saying. I take half.
Yeah.
You know, it's not fair, but you know, I don't. She said I don't think it's wrong, but it's definitely agreed. You know, I take half.
So you stand your ground with the fine and everything.
I don't want to be fined. Now, don't get it twisted. Especially if I end up zeroing out. Let's see. What you say? You would be upset if we gifted someone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be hot.
Oh, she asked.
Oh, I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Oh yeah, I'll be mad as a mug if they sold our seats that we gave somebody. Yeah. Like if I gave the seats to Pee Wee and he sold the tickets to somebody else. Oh yeah, that'd be the last time people get some.
Yeah, that would be wrong. I mean, that would be wrong. I mean, what kind of friendship is that for you try to take advantage of somebody giving you free seats?
That's true. And I get it. So let me okay. Say like I said, y'all got floor seats and you gifted somebody this. You gifting them the game, but they gifted themselves the money that you were giving them a gift anyway. But they just turned it into dollars and cents. You see what I'm saying? You still get
the only thing to make that right.
Yeah, you got
they got a substantial amount, and then they give you some.
I get that because let me tell you, I think I shared this with y'all some years ago. She said I would be on fire.
Well, Krista, I don't go to basketball games, so you have to worry about me.
Yeah. This I say about this had to been about at least 17, 18 years ago, right? My neighbor, he had an old Ford truck, and I remember at the time, I wasn't working there. He said, "Hey man, if you can get this truck running, you can have it." I was up on there, I fixed the fuel line, whatever to get it running, and I sold it, But what I did do was I came by there with the money to Mr. Birch, and I was like, "Hey, I sold it." Hey, listen, he said, I gave you the truck, But I did do what OG said. I came by there. I think I sold it for $2,000, and I was like, "Hey, you want any of this?"
And I think that's different when they give you something that's broke down. They're like, "Man, you can have it." That's different.
Yeah. You did the work to get it going.
Yeah. I think that's different.
Yeah,
but these tickets were perfectly fine.
Yeah.
we can't use it perfectly fine. Yeah.
People said, let me put his name in that.
So Krista said that wouldn't even make it right for me. So
People said, no, don't be put me up in there. Use somebody else.
Don't go to the game.
So that was saying. So Krista said it won't make it right, even if you came with some money.
And I understand that because you gave it to him as out the goodness of your heart to let them go to the game.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's man. Morally, I don't feel like it's right. Like I just feel like first of all, you don't take advantage of people like that, man. And your employer, like our employer don't give us anything. Right. I'll be happy if they gave us some tickets to a game. They got sweets. And they don't give us nothing. Like, so yeah.
Oh, so Chris said I was gifting you an experience.
Yes.
If you needed the money, you could have just asked for the money.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Facts.
There you go. Yeah. That's like giving somebody a bag and then they go and sell the bag. Or giving somebody what do you like, Corey? A bowling ball. Hey man, I'm bowling, dog. I got this. Hey, Corey, you get us, man. Your ball was like, hey man.
No. Larry just gave me one, right?
Yeah.
And if I sold it,
yeah, and you sold that ball. This is a good ball.
That would be right.
This is a good ball right here, man. I sell it to you for $1,500.
Listen to me. Larry just gave me a $225 bowling ball, and I come back and go, hey, look, I just rolled it a couple times. This thing is on fire. It's to somebody that would definitely.
This is good. Kamari, Kamari says, Corey, how would you feel if your son sold his new Jordans you gave for school? That's good.
So look, Galen know my kids, right? Galen, if first of all, you got to know my children. I have to ask questions. Hey, man, your daddy work hard for this stuff. You're right, yeah. What you sell them for? How much did you sell them for? If you tell me like a Pokemon game or something goofy, but you go, yo, Dad, the ones you got, they were rare, and I made $200. It all depends on what you made or how the deal went down. But if it's something stupid, then I'm gonna be on your.
You did for a PlayStation game.
Yeah, I got some M&Ms.
Yeah.
Hey, what? I'm on your. Yeah, it is different for Super Bowl tickets. You're right, Krista. It is. I guess they're talking about the principle behind it. You know what I'm saying? Behind the sale. But yes, if my son did do that, I'd be like, hey, son, you gotta explain to me, how this happened. But I guess, like I said, if you're gifting somebody something, like obviously the ownership is gifting an employee tickets. You know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to double up on the profit. Then I get it. Unless you make it face value, I get it. I wouldn't want to be subject to that. But these examples are great examples of you. I'm out of you out of my life if you do that to me. Type deal.
And what's crazy, like they only focus on a Super Bowl, but I guarantee you, they
probably on doing regular season games too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they making a little side money.
But you know what may happen now though. Since they start investigating the Super Bowl,
they gonna go investigate some more stuff.
They may start investigating. Just open up a can of worms now.
Like, did you? But Joe, you didn't go to this game either. Joe, you wasn't at that game either.
Yeah,
you was. Joe, you ain't been in many games.
Now let me ask y'all this: do they know who the person is?
Oh, they know the 100 players. Yeah. They
identified over 100 players.
Oh, 100 players.
100. Yeah. 100. Yeah.
So 100 players that either with the organization, work for the organization, or players, or 100 people got
associated with teams.
Yep. Associated with the Super Bowl. Those two Super Bowl winning teams have been fined, or either some kind of is it firing? Have they been fired?
No, they haven't been fired. And
did you say they got paid fine?
They've been fined. Yeah, been fined, not fired, but fined. Yeah, and 24 employees that work for the club, not players.
So that's when it get real. If you a janitor, or you if you making 30,000 and you just, I'm just keeping it real here. You making 30,000, you just sold it for 15, and now they won't.
Might be worth it. Might be worth it. Might be worth it to make another 12, 14, 15,000.
But you finna get fined, like you just said, 1.5% of what you just.
Yeah.
So if it's 10,000, the ticket they gave you was 10,000, they won't double that.
Yeah. See. Oh Lord.
So your profit just went down the toilet.
Yeah.
The employee is getting fined double 2 times, and the player is only getting 1.5.
But that don't seem right though.
Right.
That employee definitely ain't.
It should be the other way around.
Yeah. Then you taking it out of my check oh. Hey, I'm like, man, they've been taking that. That's like child support.
Yeah, man. Great conversation, man. Great conversation.
Oh boy.
All right, man. In our final segment, I do want to jump on over to the NBA, and I want to get you all's thoughts on the NBA going forward. And I know this is NF Skull's forte. He loved the NBA. He loves NBA talk. We have some players that are entering into a stage in their lives, man, where they may be a year, maybe 2 years out the door. LeBron James, 40. Chris Paul, 40. Steph Curry, 37. Kevin Durant, 36. Russell Westbrook, 36. Jimmy Butler, 35. James Harden, 35. Draymond Green, 35. Damian Lillard, 35. And Kawhi Leonard, 35 as well. These players retiring in the next year or two. do you feel like the league is set up to be successful? Not successful because they're going to be successful, but do they have the horses, the names, the people out there that can carry the NBA on for another 15, let's say 15 years? Let's start with you, OG.
I think y'all already answered that, didn't you? Y'all answered that when the draft happened.
They're gonna find you to quit. I'm sorry, that was Crystal going on that.
Oh, I see it.
He said, "You obviously out of that. I quit. If you gonna take half my chance."
That's disgusting.
Yeah, if I'm a janitor and you gonna take half what I just made, yeah, I quit. But I thought y'all had this conversation with this past draft. You know, y'all said that the dude from that other school in North Carolina was gonna carry the NBA.
He's gonna be the next face, but do we have enough to surround him?
Oh, so you saying he gonna be the next face?
I think
You said it, OG.
I didn't say he gonna be the next face.
You just brought it up.
I brought it up, but I didn't say he's gonna be the next face.
But the thing is, though, I guess what I'm pulling from this statement is there's gonna be a movement of old players getting up out this league. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some chairs or some seats that's available to sit in. You mean for a lot of these teams, man. And then on top of that, if you're 38, pushing 40. And this new breed of NBA style balling is coming in. Like right now on the championship team, they were the youngest in the NBA, the youngest squad by age to win the championship, right? None of these teams these old cats that we're talking about here were on this list. None of them. Now, even on the Pacers team, none of these guys were anywhere near a championship. And it made me think about this. Will they be? Steph Curry may have a chance. I don't know if these new look Lakers may have a shot. But what he's saying is the movement is these old guys have to take the buyout. you Hey, G, take that buyout and get on somewhere. So some of these other cats can move up in seniority.
Well, I think they're gonna move up anyway.
So I have a question and a statement, because in this past NBA playoffs and finals, I heard you specifically, Corey, say how it wasn't as exciting because they didn't have these players that we just had on the screen in there. And
I did.
So with that being said,
I see where you're going.
Can these same people that just was in the doggone finals continue to carry the legacy of these other greats that are going to be retired pretty soon?
So I guess what my problem will be is, because I think NF Skulls, this is like you said, this will be NF Skulls, that generation's movement. I'll be like my dad. Hey man, Michael Jordan was one of the best things that ever happened. Who is Michael Jordan? My kids, they won't know who he is. I'll still be talking about the Steph Currys. I'm pretty sure he is it, but it'd be like, look, LeBron James, he was 18 years old. Who was LeBron James?
Right.
This will be their movement. You know what I mean? Because some of them cats, they know. Like NF Skull, he be putting them out there. And some of them dudes, like I said, I ain't even knew who they were. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you called me out, because I did not watch the finals like everybody else did. And you're right. I'm glad you put me on the fire with here. I'm gonna probably be moving out with the 38s. I'm moving with them. I'm gonna be like, someone's gonna be on ESPN and podcasting, and when they get out, I'm gonna be watching their podcast because I've watched them play ball. I'm sure Steph gonna have one, just like Draymond got one. It's gonna be a lot of these cats that's on that list that they're gonna want to talk about their experiences, because people gonna want. I remember that game. I don't watch the other kids because I'm learning how to watch them, but nobody has struck my interest just yet.
Wow.
Okay. NF Skull. And I want to say NF Skull was on that same boat with you as well, where the finals wasn't as exciting. And correct me if I'm wrong, NF Skull. Were you on that same boat where it wasn't as exciting or invigorating as watching a LeBron James in it or a Steph Curry or help me if I'm wrong, man, on that. I know
this finals wasn't exciting.
I thought it was. He said, "Whoa, okay." He said he did not say that. He said he did not say that. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying. But that was it to me. The excitement comes with the player. I like when Ray Allen, hit it to the side of Game 7. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I know Ray. Right. A lot of these. I see the players because I watch basketball. But I gotta hear your name more to start fighting. Like SGA, I saw him, but did I expect him to be the Finals MVP, the league MVP? And I ain't gonna lie, I was mad at how he was playing. I said he dragging that dude, and this new ball to play.
Right. Right. Yeah. So we have the Lucas, the Ant-Mans, the Wembanyama's, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson's. Okay. Now,
So listen to that list you just said. Cause we like the OG said, we talked about that before. We tried to give it to Ant-Man, and he was like, "Oh, all right, that ain't. I'm the people champ. I don't want to be that guy." So if we bringing this back with these, like you just said, within a year, next year, 2 years, possibly 3, there's a new generation of ball player because we could possibly see another young squad in the finals next year. I think OG had tagged on to the Pacers right before it started. I should have went with him the whole time, but I didn't. I said I don't even know these dudes. I'm going with OG because he told me something, and I ain't know none of them. I know Pascal and but and your boy that got hurt, but I ain't know none of them jokers.
You talking about the boy that got hurt, Halliburton?
Yeah, that let you know it ain't.
This let you know, like. So OG, do you feel that we are in good hands with the young crop of players that are out there now? And NF Skull says that once the older heads do retire, the newer heads' names will be put more in the limelight. Do you feel like the game would be and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like the young boys are competing a lot tougher than the older cats. I think the older cats, for me, are look, man. I'm not. My body's not 100%. I'm not playing.
Right.
I'm not doing that. But I need the rest. But you got the young boys who really want. Oh, go ahead.
So in our line of work, you hear what he just said, right? Hey, I need to go home. I don't work that hard. What we wait for is for them dudes like that to go home so I can get your route. I want your track. I want your package car. Look,
this is what I think. What I think is that I think the NBA will be in good hands. I just think that the older heads right now, in some cases, are hampering some of the younger guys from progressing because they're still out there. They still want the ball. They still want to prove they can play at the age they are. So sometimes they out there when they shouldn't be out there.
Sure, and that's my point. The route gonna get ran. The work gonna get done.
How slow it gets done.
Yeah. So
how inefficient though. It's gonna be different.
I think it'll be in good hands. Like the players, NF Skull mentioned, you mentioned G. I think they just go keep progressing. You'll keep having some great athletes gonna be coming out of college too. So it's gonna keep improving, keep getting better. So I think the NBA be, it's always that discussion about who gonna be the face. But as far as the NBA overall, they go keep progressing. That's a given. But I think the talent is gonna be there also.
So I saw I thought I sent it to the group. You brought up something on the last show, OG. So this will change what we're talking about here. So in the past 5 seasons, they've had less kids enter into the draft because they're making NIL money, right? So I watched this guy. I'm gonna see if I can send it. I thought I sent it to the group, but let's go back 5 seasons, right? We're in 2025. From 2020, they had 400, try to enter into the draft or elect to get into the draft. I think like 430, something like that. From 430 to 32, ask me how many people tried to apply for the NBA draft in college in 2024. 2025. Ask me how many from 5 years ago at almost 500. Ask me how many applied for the NBA draft this season.
Probably couldn't have.
It was 104. 104. So, and I got to see if I can find that again. But like I said, they were like this year. It said 106 players declared for the 2025 NBA draft in 2025. Now, okay, so with that being said, for 2024, 20, I'm just giving you a small, just a small example on how the number has changed. In 2024, there were 195, and like I said, and then it was a 2-something, 3, 4, but the numbers are going down tremendously. And then add the fact that they're still looking for international players. Will this affect, like I said, those kids that will decide, I'll just stay in college and still make some money, or these international players? We're talking about the next crop of superstars coming in. Who would that superstar be? Will it be an international player like you got Luka, Wembyani? Will it be an American kid? This is the first year since '77 that we had an American kid, especially. Well, I'm saying a Caucasian kid.
Okay,
go first. The league is changing. So how do we know who's going to be the next face?
But I guess, like you say, NIL is changed things, and then with the NBA draft, it's only 2 rounds, right?
There's only 2. Yeah.
So that's a lot you got to think about too.
Yeah.
It's only 2 rounds. It's not like the NFL.
Right. And you're saying that the league is going to be fine, but fine how? Or in what way?
I'm saying fine with talent. Even though the number of people coming into the NBA draft is not as much, but you still gonna have good talent who come into the draft. Okay. I think the ones that are on the borderline are the ones that stay in school. And trying to say, maybe if I better my talent, my draft stock may go up by me staying here I can stay here another year and increase my draft stock and make money while I'm here too.
There you go. Because your chances are better in college than it is going there and playing on their G League.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you mean money-wise?
Money-wise and recognition-wise. One thing you don't see a lot of people coming up from the G League. You might see 1 or 2 players come up for the G League, whereas in the college, if you can up your draft stock,
you get drafted.
Your chances are better when you get drafted than it is when you go play that G League, or you don't really have a top spot. Like they're not putting you on a team for sure. Like a Dalton Cadet, like he knew he was going to be on a team, but for a lot of these other players, man, they don't feel like they're going to be able to make that roster. That they're about to stay in school, man.
Oh, so they won't be getting these LeBron James contracts, is what you're saying?
Right. Oh no. The LeBron James, no.
Yeah, I got the 14th spot on the Lakers, but I still can go back and forth to the G League as I see fit.
Right. They're not getting that treatment. The Lakers had a player on there who played his entire. They retired him. He played his entire career on the G League, and he came up and played 1 game in the NBA. He was like the leading 3-point shooter in G League history for the Lakers, man. And they brought him up and his retirement year, he had like a retirement year, and they brought him up and let him play the last game of the NBA season.
Wow.
And he actually shot the ball well, but the man had gray hair and everything, dog.
I remember that cat.
You remember that?
Yeah, he was
dark-skinned
brother.
Yeah. Man had played 15 years on the G League or something like that, dog. So, but the question NF Skull has for you, OG, what teams do you think are holding young players back?
What team do I think are holding young players back? I guess I don't particularly have a team.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Holding young players back.
I'm just saying in general, the teams that have the older players sometimes are not playing up to the way they played 10 years ago because they're older. You know, we always say, Father Time hadn't lost yet. So, and I guess I'm saying in that aspect of things that you're not as good as you were. So sometimes you have to realize that and go to the bench and sit on that bench and let that young guy come in there and shine.
You know what?
But their heart is not gonna let them do that.
So peep the game
They
out.
feel
So
like they still go.
So peep the game with OG's right there. It made me look up something. Now he's just saying that. So peep this out. You put up a list. G put up a list of guys that were in their heavy 30s. And I got another list that guys that's still in the league that he didn't even have on his list. DeAndre Jordan, 36. Danny Green, 37. Still listed, though he's
Danny Green.
He's still an eligible player, though he's it says Wesley Matthews, 38. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he played with the Lakers last year or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, Rudy Gay, 38.
No, the Hawks. I'm sorry, the Hawks. The Hawks.
Is Rudy Gay still playing?
He was last year. I don't think he played this year though.
All right, Garrett Temple, 38.
No, I ain't seen Garrett Temple.
Taj Gibson, 39.
Taj might be like on the Milwaukee bench.
Oh, was he on? Taj Gibson was on the
Knicks.
The Hornets, was it? Or maybe the Knicks, somewhere in the East. Okay. Kyle Lowry, he started. Well, he was. What was Kyle Lowry at?
He was at Philadelphia, wasn't he? He left. Did he leave there?
He left Philadelphia. He went somewhere. Miami, right? Ain't he in Miami?
Well, I know where he is.
But I want to say he was playing Miami.
Yeah, but he's 38 years old. Kyle Lowry. Chris Paul, 39. He was on your list. Jay Crowder, 35. Where's Jay Crowder?
Jay Crowder, isn't he with Milwaukee?
I think so.
Yeah.
Jeff Green.
Yeah, Jeff Green. I want to say he's with San Antonio. I want to say.
Okay, he's 38. All right, Al Horford. He wasn't on your list, and he's 30. Yeah. And look, he's 38, and we trying to get him back on the Hawks.
The Hawks. Yeah, he might be back. He might be with the Hawks this year. Retired.
Okay.
But he gonna leave Boston?
Yeah, he already gone. I mean, he a free agent, so
they ain't bring him back.
He's looking to find somewhere warm to go play.
Two more. Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, he with LA. I think he just signed. I think he just signed with the Clippers.
And Mike Conley.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
And he just played in the championship, Right.
So I think the league will be okay. I do agree with NF Skull with the young players coming up. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think these young boys coming up, I think the league's gonna be a lot more competitive. I think that it's gonna change from the buddy league that it is now to we ain't no friends in the industry. And you see it, these players right now, they don't hang out with each other. There ain't a whole bunch of handshakes. They don't have different handshakes for each player. Yeah. Shy don't chill with what's his name with nobody out there.
They dudes do a commercial together, man.
Trey Young ain't.
Hold on. Them boys from they did do like a suit commercial where they were in the same.
Aren't they on the same team though?
Yeah, but you say they don't hang out with each other.
They do a commercial. They make money together.
They on the same team.
Oh, you saying hang out with other players? From
Yeah,
other
with
teams.
other players. Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
like you see LeBron hanging out with Chris Paul. He hanging out with doggone Draymond Green.
Oh, okay. I
They
got
they hang out with each other. These
you. Oh,
players
okay.
nowadays, the younger boys, they coming at your throat. Victor Wembanyama, you don't see him hanging out with nobody. They ain't no friend.
He go back home to France.
But
That's why.
he want to beat you. He don't want to be your buddy. He ain't trying to be your buddy. Trae Young, he want to beat you. He ain't trying to be your buddy. Jalen Brunson, he ain't trying to be your buddy. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's not trying to be your buddy. Like these players nowadays, shy. He ain't trying to be your buddy. So I think the young boys that came in from the Twins, one in Detroit, one in Houston, they ain't trying to be your buddy. Like these guys are coming for your head. De'Aaron Fox, he ain't trying to be your buddy. You know, so I think we're going to see a different competitive NBA. I think the NBA that we used to like, I think we're going to see that come back. So I think they're in good hands.
So Larry, to answer your question, they hadn't officially retired yet. They're still on the NBA active list. Like they could, if somebody called them and say, "Hey man, we need you to play or put you on the G League or the active roster," they'll take one of those spots. Like you were talking about Danny Green. If somebody called him because he just played maybe 2 years ago, he'll probably try to get on an active roster spot as opposed to being on TV. But I think the rule. What's the rule? You have to be gone 5 years before you can say, "All right, nobody trying to pick me up. I'm gonna go ahead and retire." Right? Is it 5 or is it you can?
I have no idea.
I think it's to call yourself an active NBA player right now. Like they're still receiving probably NBA benefits. Like you still maybe getting health care.
No, I do think Danny Green did retire.
He actively did retire.
I think he actually announced his retirement like at the end of the season, something like this year or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah. But NFL said no, that's definitely not true. They all train and practice together in the off season. No, they don't. You might find back in the Trae Young, he practices in Oklahoma City. They may beat up and have some runs together, like open gyms, but they are a lot of these players aren't really doing that anymore. That training stuff with each other. They want their own personal time. Mm-hmm. Like I want my training to myself. I don't want that buddy stuff, man. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. I know Tatum had at one point tried to train with Trae, and I think they did that with Trae Young. They had the same trainer at one point, but I think that has kind of went different. I know Jaylen Brown, he trains by himself. I know a lot of these players, man. John Morant, he trains by himself as well. You know, so a lot of these players they train by themselves now, man. I think they understand. Like I'm not letting you in on my secrets. But we training together, we learning the same stuff. I didn't want to do that.
Who was that? They said that after they finished training together or practice, Steph had his own, after the game, practice by himself, and some of that stuff they couldn't even do, in that 30 minutes. But
yeah. So on the court they are fighting hard, but off the court I don't know about that. Look, this to tell you how much they don't. So we talked about this a couple episodes ago when Trae Young, the Jordan brand brought NBA players and NFL players out to overseas in Europe somewhere for his annual brand revealing. Mm. And Trae Young was like, I ain't going. I'm going with my teammates to Summer League. I'll be in Las Vegas. So he went with his teammates instead of to go hang out with some other NBA players.
Is that when I think I saw a clip where it was Carmelo Anthony and they were talking to Jordan and it was Carmelo.
That was them. Yeah, they were They was out there.
It was Carmelo. It was what's your boy name? Play for the quarterback for Jalen. He was talking to Mike. So he just had players.
Jordan
not just
Brand. Jordan Brand
players. Okay.
Luka Doncic was out there.
Ray Allen. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So he goes and he shows them what they have next, what's coming up. Get their ideas from them. So it's a great event, a great thing that he does. Like he keeps them involved in, how we're moving forward, man. So
is this gonna hurt our guy though? Is this gonna hurt Trey for not going?
I think no, not. I mean, with Jordan, no, I don't think so. Jordan understands, like, man, this man is playing ball, and if anybody appreciates locking in on your team and trying to win, is Michael Jordan. He's definitely not going to take any.
Okay, so that's not going to hurt Trey.
That's not going to hurt his depth.
Okay,
he understands, man, and he understands what Trey needs to do for his team. Trey needs to be that leader, and showing up to summer camp. Summer league was more important for his team in this upcoming season, man, than going and hanging out with some players that have already reached that level or are not where he is, man. So I can appreciate that. All right, Kamari said, man, what is your bedtime, gentlemen? Like he said, we've gone on too long. An hour and 41 minutes, man. We got to roll. Pop said Danny Green is now
on your schedule.
Yeah, Danny Green is now a commentator for one of the sport networks.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I get that. I'm just saying that it just said here on the NBA he was still on he could be picked up, but if he said he actively retired, then I get it.
Yeah. And it's going to say, does MJ even run the Jordan brand anymore? Like, is he even involved in getting athletes? Yeah, he actually is, man. He actually is. He's still a major part. Right? Yeah. He's still a major part, man. He still want to make sure they putting out the right thing, doing the right thing by the brand. So he is, man. But what a great episode, y'all. Great episode. Episode 2 in the books, baby. Man, we want to thank each and every one of you all who came out. Y'all could have been anywhere, man, but y'all chose to come and hang out with us, the crew and you, man. We thank y'all for rocking with us. My dog, Kamari White, the Christianist podcast. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out every Tuesday on Apple, Spotify, and iTunes, and on YouTube, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too while you're out there. My dog, James Little John. Appreciate you, homie. My nephew, NF Skull. My cousin, Phil Harris. My dad, Larry Wright. Hey, well, I can't wait to get out there and bust some heads this Saturday coming up, man. With you, Corey, Lil Chris, Slimeball, Chrissy.
Hold on. And Miss B, I got to throw some shots out there. I want to thank you for taking my daughter. I know that was an adventure in them 15 to 20 minutes, but thank you so much for helping me out this afternoon. Much appreciated, Miss B.
Absolutely, man. My beautiful wife, Crystal Wright, thank you for jumping on, babe. Kanisha, Paula as well. I know you keeping OG calm over there. My dog Quest, I know you'll watch later on. Eric Thornton as well. My dog Rodney Little John, who was first in the chair. Give him that George Jefferson. Slim on the side, bald at the top, baby. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on the swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby, at 8 o'clock. We are out. Peace.
Hey, speaking of Eric Thornton, he asked me, he said, you think Clarissa can beat Layla? That she gonna beat the brakes off Layla Ali.
I hope Layla don't come out.
Don't come out.
I actually watched that Clarissa story. That's a good story. I didn't realize she went through all that.
On last night.
about that, girl.